Our mission and goals for the residency program here at the University of Virginia are to prepare our trainees in the best possible way in every aspect of their future professional activities. That starts first with clinical training, and I think we have fantastic clinical training.
I would say the most unique thing about our program is our resident-run clinic. Starting on day one, you have your own list of patients who are there to see you. There's an attending staffing, but those patients see you and follow up with you throughout the course of their ocular issues.
As you start to see these high acuity cases and you make management decisions for them, it's important to see what happens to that patient and how your management plan impacted their outcome.
Following patients for 3 years of your residency and watching a disease process unfold, be it surgical or not, is really valuable.
You develop a sense of ownership and responsibility because they're your patients. You're not just following and attending around and helping them take care of their patients.
It's a wonderful experience being supported by your chief residents and then by the attendings each day. And you can actually just see yourself grow throughout the year.
I think the faculty here do an incredible job of balancing autonomy and supervision. They let you make the decisions. They let you really take ownership of your patients and their problems, but they're always there to back you up.
In clinics, we aim for 100% oversight, so there's always a faculty member available. We do this because we want residents to have autonomy, but we also want them to feel that there's always somebody there to guide them.
When it comes time for the resident to actually perform surgery, you have very adequate supervision.
So the surgical experience starts with plastics experience in the first year. After that, we start doing intraocular surgery as a PGY3. As a chief, that's when the surgical experience really starts to ramp up and you have your own OR days. And those are truly your own cases. You're doing them start to finish.
The surgery experience here is excellent, especially with cataract surgery. That's one of the things that drew me to the University of Virginia is how much cataract surgery residents get to do.
We have very good surgical numbers. Graduating chief residents typically have on the order of 250 to 300 cataracts. And then we also get a lot of other procedures, including cornea, oculoplastics, those sorts of things.
There are lots of ways to teach surgery. Here at the University of Virginia, we have an actual simulation lab and a wet lab that's utilized frequently by the residents.
It's a brand new state-of-the-art wet lab to practice all kinds of intraocular and extraocular surgery.
With the Newman Surgical Lab, they get to work under real microscopes and with real equipment before they hit the operating room. Their abilities as they start now are much better than 25 years ago, and I owe that to the hours they spend on the simulator.
Before coming to UVA, I didn't realize what a large catchment area the city and the university has. We see people from Tennessee, from West Virginia, from right outside DC, and they come to us with the biggest problems kind of imaginable in an ophthalmology setting.
We see a massive variety of different cases, things that I thought I would never see outside of a textbook.
A lot of these patients have seen other providers in their areas and they come here because they need subspecialty level care at a level that maybe doesn't exist closer to them.
The benefit of this program is that we have lots of faculty in different surgical subspecialties, and as a resident in your own resident general clinic, you can follow whatever type of pathology you're comfortable with because there's always a attending from a specific subspecialty around.
I think that the culture at UVA is really special. Really, it's the people that make the department. Coming from the chair down, it's just a very friendly, sort of collegiate environment, which makes a difference when you're a trainee.
A little over a year ago, we were fortunate enough to bring Dr. John in as our new chairman. As soon as he arrived here, it became very clear that he had a vision for what this department could be.
This is, I think, the most exciting time in the department during my 36 years exposure to it, with an incredible new chairman and a new program director, and we've been recruiting just amazing residents.
Well, this is such an exciting time for the department. We're adding faculty and we're adding clinical capabilities. You know, I think we are a smaller department, but that comes with pluses. I think that the connection that the residents have with the faculty, the engagement that they have, is top-notch.
All the faculty members are so invested in our success, both here in residency and once we finish. The faculty members don't just care about you as a resident, they care about you as a person. And it's a really incredible place to learn and feel supported.
Well, I think that the residents and attendings interact very closely together. We're a department that only has 1 or 2 fellows per year, and so there's a lot of direct interactions between the attendings and the residents, surgically, in clinic, in conferences.
Here I know every faculty member. I'm very comfortable with them. I text them, call them. Don't feel like a very large hierarchy between us, so it's been really nice.
My relationship with fellow residents at UVA has been incredible. From day one, they are just there to support you through thick and thin.
I think the resident-run clinic also facilitates strong resident relationships because you're working kind of in the same space, in the same clinic area. You're not all just dispersed to different attending clinics every day.
We have a great relationship with my fellow residents. It's a 4-person per class residency group, so it's pretty tight-knit and you really get to know them. You see them every day in clinic. We hang out all the time after work.
I had never been to Charlottesville, never been to Virginia before matching here, but it's been an incredible place to do residency.
It is a wonderful, vibrant college town. I'm getting to go to UVA basketball games, football games, just walking around the grounds. It just feels like a very alive city.
We have an amazing restaurant scene, more great restaurants than I've ever experienced living in other cities, and it's just an easy place to live.
One thing that's very unique about living in Charlottesville is the proximity to the outdoors. We're about 20 minutes from Shenandoah National Park. Right in town, there's lots of trails if you like to walk, run, mountain bike. And then if you're not so into the outdoors, just an hour and a half, 2 hours from DC, an hour from Richmond. So there's some larger cities pretty close by for a weekend trip.
I think I've grown in all the ways that I would hope and expect to as an ophthalmology resident. I've become more confident, more capable, both in clinic and in surgery.
My hope for the residents that train at UVA Ophthalmology is that they will leave feeling totally confident in their ability as a comprehensive ophthalmologist.
We pride ourselves on having residents who are very well trained to step out into practice immediately, either private practice or academics. And then we have a number of them that also go on to fellowship.
We have the most tremendous group of young doctors I've ever seen. They are so dedicated to taking great care of patients. They're really selfless people, and they really are the jewel in the crown of our department. I'd have to think that anyone in that position looking at a residency would want to be part of this group.